everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to send product brochure automatically via email for Google Ads leads. So I'm an owner of a skincare brand and I promote my business using Google Ads. Here what I want is that as soon as a new lead is going to be generated using Google Ads, towards the lead I want to send a product brochure on their email. And doing that manually is a very time consuming and a hectic process. So to solve this problem, I have built a connection between Google Ads and Gmail using Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills. Now whenever by the potential customers or clients a new lead is going to be generated using Google Ads, automatically towards the lead an email is going to be forwarded with the attachment of the product brochure. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step, for that I have to take you towards my screen. In this video we're going to learn how to send product brochure automatically via email for Google Ads leads. So as an owner of a skincare brand, I run my ads using Google Ads to generate interest in my product and collect leads from potential customers. I use Google Ads to capture lead information through forms, and I use Gmail to automatically send a product brochure via email as soon as a new lead is generated. This helps me to instantly introduce my skincare range and build a connection with the lead right from the start. And I'm going to create this amazing connection between Google Ads and Gmail using Pabbly Connect. So for that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account, and then you're going to see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. From which, as we are using Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. As I've done that, Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. Firstly, we need to rename our workflow, which is going to be Send product brochure automatically via email for Google Ads leads. This is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder, and then I'm going to click on this create button right here. A new workflow has been created, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We have to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select over here as Google Ads. Now, whenever with the help of the campaign that I'm running in my Google Ads account, a new lead is going to be generated, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of my leads data. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected over here as Google Ads, and the trigger event over here is going to be new lead form entry right here. And then you can see Pabbly Connect has provided us with webhook URL. Using the unique webhook URL, we are going to build a connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to copy this URL from here and open the campaign that I'm running using Google Ads. I'm not running any live campaign. In this video, I'm going to create a dummy campaign, and as this is not a live campaign, I'm just going to show you the exact steps that you're going to follow to connect your Google Ads to Pabbly Connect. Okay. I'm just building the test connection right now. You need to exactly follow the same steps in order to connect your Google Ads campaign to Pabbly Connect. Okay. So now this is the test campaign that I've created right over here. And now to connect this campaign, first of all, I've selected the details that I want the response of: the name, first name, last name, email, and the phone number. Okay. You can add more details according to your requirement. This is the lead form that I have. Now, in order to connect the lead form to Pabbly Connect, you need to scroll down right over here and go to the lead delivery option right here, under which you will find the option webhook integration. Firstly, it is asking for the webhook URL. So I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And then it is asking for the key. In the help desk, it says for the key, we have to enter the key after this data. This is the key that we will have. Okay, this is the key that you have to enter. So if I'm going to open my Google Ads campaign, after this data right over here, if I'm going to scroll, this is the key that I have after this slash. So I'm going to copy this key and paste this key right over here in the field. Okay, in this manner, you have to enter the key. And as I've already told you that I'm going to get the test response right over here because I'm not running a live campaign. So for that, simply I'm going to click on this send test data button right here. Okay. It says test data sent. Okay. So after adding a webhook URL right here, you have to just click on this apply button and your webhook URL is going to be successfully added in your Google Ads campaign right here. Okay. So in this manner, you build the connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect. So as I forwarded the test data, if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, and yes, you can see right over here, the response has been captured in my trigger right here. This is a dummy mobile number. Over here, you can see this is the email address right over here. The string value is the value of the person's name. This is the last name. This is the first name with all the other details. Okay. So as now the response has been captured over here in our trigger, this means that Google Ads is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup has now been done. In place of this test response, as you're going to run your campaign, you will receive the response of your leads data. Okay. After connecting Google Ads to Pabbly Connect, we need to set up our action step. As now a new lead has been generated using Google Ads, towards the lead, I want to send a product brochure via email. Okay. And I will use my action application over here as Gmail right here. So I'm going to select my action application as Gmail. And the action event over here is going to be send email V1 right here. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this connect with Gmail button right over here. This window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for us to choose an account. Which account are we connecting to Pabbly Connect? This is the account. I'm going to select it. After selecting the account, it is asking for the permission for the account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. And as I've done that, Gmail is successfully authorized with Pabbly Connect. After connecting Gmail to Pabbly Connect, firstly it is asking for the recipient email address. To which email address are we sending this email to? So now for the email address, as we want to send this email to our lead, for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. And as I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step, that's the lead's data, is going to appear in front of you. And as towards this lead, I want to send an email. So I'm going to select the data of the email address of my lead from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step of our new lead, automatically the new lead's data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Okay. After that, over here it is asking for the CC and the BCC, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the sender's name. For the sender's name over here, I'm going to write it as Team Natural Glow Skincare, okay? Because this is the name of my business. And then it is asking for the email subject right here. So for the subject of the email, I'm going to write it as, so this is the subject that I have: Discover Glowing Skin, your free skincare brochure in sight, okay? This is the subject that I have. Then it is asking for the reply to, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. For the email content type, you will have two options: plain email content or HTML. I'm going to select over here as HTML, as I want to create a creative email for my customers. If you want, you can also select the plain right here. Now it is asking for the email content. As I've selected the HTML content right over here, so my email content will have an HTML body. So I'm going to write the body right over here as, so this is my email content type. You can see right over here, it's all in HTML. It is asking for the lead's name right over here. So for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data of my lead's name right here. First name space the last name. We have to use the string value right here. Okay. So this is the email body right here. Now it is asking for the file name. I'm not naming my file. I'm going to directly add the brochure over here in this attachment field. So from where are we going to get the URL? Simply open a folder in your Google Drive and make that folder shareable to everyone first. Okay, you can see I've made this folder accessible to everyone right over here. After doing that, upload your brochure over here in this folder and then simply go to this folder, click on this share, copy the link of the shareable link from here and paste it in this attachment field. Okay, I'm manually entering because my product brochure is going to be same for all the leads. Okay, I've entered the link right here. After filling in all the required details, you can see this option that is save and send test request. Before clicking on this button, what I'm going to do is I have entered an email address, which is a dummy email address. You can see it says @example.com. An email cannot be forwarded on this address. So in place of this dummy email address, I'm going to write my email address right over here. That is test@pabblytudes.com manually, just to test whether this workflow is successfully working or not. And then simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I have received a response in which I've received the result status as sent. So if I'm going to open my Gmail account right over here, and yes, you can see right here, I have received the new email right here. Welcome to Natural Glow Skincare. You can see how creative it is looking. Hi, first name, last name. As this was the dummy name of my lead, you can see I have the name right here. Thank you for showing interest right over here. And below you can find this brochure right over here. Okay, so this is the product brochure that I've attached. It's been added over here in our Gmail as well. Okay, this is how the leads are going to receive the email as soon as it is going to be generated using Google Ads. Okay, and as we have received the email, this means that we have successfully built the connection between Google Ads and Gmail using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, as soon as a new lead is going to be generated by the potential customers or clients using Google Ads campaign, automatically the trigger is going to capture the response of that. And towards the lead, an email is going to be forwarded using Gmail send email v1. And in this manner, I've built a connection between these two applications without need of any coding and programming skills for my skincare brand using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.